pushing them in a security truck. I just thought they got caught stealing. So I was minding my business. Once they dropped the bags off at the car, they locked the door and disappeared. This is where you got to hold on to your seat, because it gets real funny. It gets real funny right here. What's up, Team Jazzy? It's your girl, Jazzy Eats, and I am back with another mukbang. So today I have some mochi ice cream. I also did a little remix with them and made a couple drinks. They're really delicious. For all of my subscribers, Team Jazzy, so if you would like to be a part of the family, then all you have to do is subscribe to this channel and turn your post notifications on so that you never miss another video. Give this video a big thumbs up on the simple fact that today's true crime is going to be about 3 girls who went missing after Christmas shopping. A couple days before Christmas, Rachel, who was 17 and married, Renee, 14 years old, and Julie, 9 years old, went shopping at the La Grande Plaza and disappeared, leaving their car full of shopping bags in a parking lot. Y'all, it gets just, I know you're on the edge of your seat already, but just hold on. Y'all gonna have to put your seatbelt on for this one. I'm gonna pray so I can eat. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the food that I'm about to receive. I ask that it make me nourishment to my body. I ask that you bless and hamper and bless my entire mafia. Amen. I said my entire mafia, y'all. I told y'all it's gonna be a minute. Just bear with me, okay? So yeah, so mochi ice cream, it is basically it's like a rice cake. And it's doughy and sticky and slimy, and you have to eat it slow because it could be a choking hazard. But Koreans eat it, and it's really good, like what fried chicken is to us. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there because I don't want nobody coming for me in the comments. I tried to make it cute, and I've had it before. It was really good, but there's some flavors in here that I've never tried, like green tea, mango, and I think vanilla. I've never tried. Wait a minute. I have a chocolate peanut butter one that's missing. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna get started on this case while I put this out. So this is chocolate peanut butter. So we're gonna start with Rachel, who is 17 and is the one that's married. First of all, I don't know. This was in the 1980s. So I'm not sure if being married at 17 was like popular or anything, but wow, like she was still in high school and this girl was married. And she also had a very close friend in the neighborhood who was 14 years old by the name of Renee. Renee was 14 years old, and how she connected with the other girl that went missing, who was Julie, she's 9 years old. Okay, like it's already too much, right? 17, 14, and 9? That doesn't go together. But I'm going to explain how they ended up together. Rachel, the 17-year-old, and Renee, the 14-year-old, they were friends because they grew up together in this neighborhood. Well, Julie, the 9-year-old, also lived in the neighborhood, but she knew Renee, who was 14. She knew the 14-year-old better than she did the 17-year-old. So the 17-year-old is Rachel, the 14-year-old is Renee, and Julie is the 9-year-old. I don't want to keep calling them by their ages, so that's why I want you guys to get to know their names. So Renee and Julie's big brother are a couple. That same morning, before they went Christmas shopping, Julie's big brother gave Renee a promise ring. And it's just so cute because they're 14 and it's a couple days before Christmas. So imagine that, like, he couldn't wait until Christmas. He had to do it like soon. Like, I need to give this to you. But Renee, she was visiting her grandmother who lived in that neighborhood. But she basically lived in the neighborhood. She's been back and forth in that neighborhood since she was a child, since she was younger, because her grandmother lived there. So, you know, she got along with all the kids in the neighborhood. She was always at her grandma's house. And she took a liking to this little boy. And the little boy had a little sister named Julie. And Julie and her family took a liking to Renee, and it just seemed like the cutest little lovebird situation. He gave her the promise ring, and she's just like, oh, well, that was that morning. Now let's go over to Rachel's house that morning. So that morning, she wakes up and she's like, I want to go to the mall because there's a couple last minute Christmas shopping. It's 2 days before Christmas, right? It's a couple last minute things that I need to grab for my family. And, you know, she's a newlywed with, I want to say his name is Thomas. His name is Thomas. So she calls her mom and she's like, hey, can you go Christmas shopping with me? And her mom is like, no, you know, your dad is really sick with cancer. I just don't feel comfortable leaving him by himself. And so Rachel was like, okay, well, I'll call my friend, the 14-year-old, Renee, and see if she can ride with me. So Rachel calls Renee and says, I want to go Christmas shopping. Let's go. Well, Renee she with her man right now. Okay, 14-year-old Renee is with her man. She just got a promise ring and she not trying to leave him. And she's like, I don't know. Like, she was real hesitant, but you know, Rachel is her friend and Rachel was very, very pretty. So it's hard to say no to Rachel. And so she's like, well, let me see if my boyfriend wants to come with us. So she asks her boyfriend. She's at his house at this moment. She asks her boyfriend, will you come with me and Rachel to the mall? And he's like, no, you know, my friend just had surgery. I need to go visit him. And we got that Christmas party tonight. So you go with your friend. I'll go visit my friend in the hospital. And we're going to come back together tonight and go to a Christmas party together. She like, deal. Well, his little sister, Julie, the 9-year-old, overhears them talking. And she busts in and she's like, I want to go to the mall. And Renee is like, why not? It's the most wonderful time of the year. I am happy in love. Like, girl, I'm on cloud 9. The whole family could come with me. I don't care. So she went to go ask her mom. So, you know, parents, they like, Renee is only 14. You're 9. What you want to go hang out with a 14-year-old at the mall for? She's like, please, please, please. And she's like, well, who's Renee going with? And Renee was like, I'm going with my friend Rachel. She's 17 and she drives. And so now the parents is like, my 9-year-old hanging out with a 17-year-old. And so they were like iffy. They're like, I don't know. But Julie just was so like begging and she just really wanted to go hang out. And Renee was like, I really don't mind if she comes with us. I have to be back by 4 because I need to get ready for the Christmas party that me and your son is going to. And so the parents thought about it and they're like, we really don't know Rachel, but we trust Renee. So, okay. And they all left to go to the mall. They went to a gas station. They went to the store. They went to like this little Navy Army store. And then they went to the mall called the LeGrand Plaza Mall. And, you know, shop until you drop. Your arms get heavy carrying all them bags. So they make a trip to the car to put everything in the car to continue shopping. Once they drop the bags off at the car, they lock the door and disappeared. So around 4 o'clock, y'all, I ain't ate nothing. So this right here is a root beer float with the vanilla mochi. Very good. This one right here is mango. I have these mango, I don't know. These little mango balls are in here. And I have green sherbet ice cream and pineapple juice. That mixture, woo child, it's so good. Once it breaks up, it look a little ugly. It done broke up because I'm talking. But it's so good, you guys. Don't worry about what it look like. It's really good. It's actually, if you guys remember last year when I did the Christmas mukbang with the kids, it's basically the same thing as the Grinch punch that we made. It's the same thing. But it has the mango mochi ice cream in it. And I do want to try the mango. This is good. And then it's good followed with this. That might be my favorite. Okay. So 4 o'clock rolls around. Oh, I also got Christmas trees. Little Debbie Christmas tree. And I got fruit kebabs. 4 o'clock rolls around. And the family has not heard from neither one of the girls. So I don't even think there was cell phones back then. No. There was no cell phones. And so they're getting worried because they're like, Renee wanted to get to this Christmas party, honey. She ain't even want to go shopping. So I know for a fact, something ain't right. So all three of the families get together. They go to this mall. They go through all the parking lots and they see the car there. They see the car parked at Sears. And they're like, okay. They still in there shopping. It's bags in here. So they must have came back, dropped their bags off, and continued shopping with free hands. And so they're like, okay, cool. So they sat there, nothing. The girls never came back. So they started searching the malls. Like, okay, now it's about 6 o'clock. What's going on? They're searching the malls. They can't find them nowhere. They're like, all right, we calling the police because this ain't like neither one of them. These mango ones is good. They called the police. And the police was like, they must have ran away. This is the vanilla one. It's very good. The vanilla one is good with the root beer float. Yummy. That is good. Okay, so the police was like, I don't know why, but back then, the police would be like, they didn't take abduction serious. If a child was missing, they'd be like, well, were they troubled? Were they a troubled child? You know, were they a teenager? Did they run away? They wouldn't take this serious at all. And so it's getting dark. They can't find them. They asking people. Well, a witness was like, I did see 3 girls that was far apart in age. And I seen them in a security. A man was pushing them in a security truck. I just thought they got caught stealing. So I was minding my business. So then another witness was like, I ran up on a guy because I seen him pushing 3 girls in a van. And he told me it was a family matter and to mind my business. So I was like, oh, family matter. Okay, let me mind my business. And the girls, he said the girls that was with him never said, no, he's hurting us. We don't know him. Like, they seem like they knew him. And so everybody's giving different stories. And the police is like, yeah, they must have ran away. Like, they're just real. The police is just real relaxed. And so the families is like, first of all, Rachel is married. She loves her husband. Her dad is sick with cancer. She's not going to run away. Renee feels like she just got proposed to, honey. She ain't running away nowhere. She want to go to that Christmas party with her man, okay? And 9-year-old Julie ain't going to run away 2 days before Christmas. No 9-year-old's going to do that. And the police was just like, They act like they was doing something. They went around questioning people, but it wasn't. They didn't take it serious. They didn't go to the extreme measures like they would in today's world. And so the family was like, bump the dumb. They sat across the street with rifles and magnifying glasses because they wanted to catch. The car is still here. So somebody coming to get this car. Somebody's coming back. We're going to sit here and wait till whoever, hopefully it's our three girls, but we're going to wait for whoever to come back with a key. And that's going to be our first lead, right? So they sit there all night waiting, losing sleep, everything. They sit there all night waiting. Nobody ever shows up. I think the vanilla is my favorite. It tastes like marshmallows. The vanilla tastes like marshmallows. Okay. The next morning, Rachel receives this is so good. The next morning, Rachel's husband receives a letter in the mail, and it's handwritten. And it says, I know you're going to be mad, but we just had to get away. We're going to Houston. The car is at Sears. I see you in a week. It was written in pen, but the envelope the outside of the envelope was written in pencil. And then she put Rachel, when she signed her name for Rachel, she put 2 E's and tried to make the last E an L, like how you mess up your own name. Then she addressed him as Thomas, but she called him Tommy. But she put Dear Thomas. So you know it was a fake. They hired people to investigate the letter, and they said that it came from a person that was right-handed. Rachel was left-handed. So somebody else wrote this letter. So they dug more into it, and the police just wasn't really serious about it. But the family was like, hold on. Let me, this is where you got to hold on to your seat, because it gets real funny. It gets real funny right here. Rachel and Tommy met through Rachel's sister, Deborah, because Deborah and Tommy used to date. That's like me marrying my little sister's boyfriend. And then my little sister has hard times and has to move in with me. This is the exact situation. Rachel's sister, Deborah, used to date Tommy, who is now married to her sister, Rachel. And now Deborah has fell on hard times and got to move in with them. That's a lot. That's a big load. Deborah is in counseling because she just seems like a big F up. She can't get it right. She was a troubled child. She's been through so many marriages, so many failed marriages. And that can be traumatizing. Deborah refused to take a lie detector test. And she's like, I have nothing to hide. But then again, she refused to take a lie detector test. She's like, I have nothing to hide. There was no ill feelings. Like, me and him did date, but it was brief. Like, I wasn't even in it for real. Like, it's nothing to me. I just feel like it's maybe white slavery. Somebody abducted them. And I feel like it's somebody close to them that knows what happened to them. And it has been 50-something years, and they have still not found out what has happened to these girls. Every now and then they'll get a lead, bodies found and all that. People come out of nowhere. I think I seen them. And it's a blow. And so I just feel like, it was somebody that they knew. That's the reason why nobody heard them tussling and screaming. They just willingly got into a car with somebody, and then it went wrong. Let me know what you guys think happened. But unfortunately, the case is still cold right now. And I hate stories like this because it's such a incomplete ending. But I just hope that one day the parents of these individuals get some type of closure before they pass away. Because that was a long time ago. I mean, everybody is still alive except for Rachel's father. He ended up dying 6 months after Rachel left. But just imagine everybody's guilt that was supposed to go with them, like Rachel's mother or Julie's parents, who was like, I don't know, like the boyfriend of Renee, you know. Everybody probably feels so guilty, like they could have done something to change the outcome. But I mean, it is what it is. Post notification goes to... Thank you so much for having your post notifications on. Shout out to you for being the first to comment on the last video. If you would like a shout out, all you have to do is be the first to comment on the next video. If you would like to see more true crimes, click right here. If you would like to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss another video, then click right here. I love you, and I will see you guys in the next mukbang.